Very funny, Dixon.
Now a fucking little walkway there. So hi everyone, good to see you. A little bit about myself. I was born in Japan. My parents are black and Japanese. My dad's black, my mom's Japanese. My dad, thank you. My dad used to love to mess with me. He would tell me that I was adopted. Now, I know people mess with their kids and say things like they're adopted, but my dad is a good-looking, tall black man, and my mom is this little Japanese lady, and 6-year-old me was looking in the mirror. I saw Pocahontas. It took them a while to talk me into stop telling people that the chief was coming to get me because I was his real daughter. So, I'm having a midlife crisis. I realized that. I've decided this year, all of a sudden, to go into comedy. But, yeah, right? Gotta make some changes. But I'm too poor to have a race car, and I've got too much hair to do a comb over. But I just want everyone here to know, I'm totally open to the idea of an inappropriately young lover. 21 or older, please. One of the things that gets on my mind a lot, especially, and I heard you, other comics have been talking about it a lot, right? Race, that's everywhere. It's all over my Facebook feed, everything from Ferguson to Baltimore. Race comes up a lot for me because, well, fuck, nobody ever knows what I am. But just to clarify things, I'm Japanese, black, over 40, overweight, female. If I was lesbian and Muslim, I'd be like Super Token, the affirmative action superhero. So, I've been here in New York for about 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer. From San Francisco originally, and there's some, yeah, that's right, there's some San Francisco people in the house, right? You guys eating your way across town, I hope? But I moved here from San Francisco. One of the weird little things that I noticed about New York is that the neighborhoods seem to segregate themselves. So for a little while, if you're not from here, there's a neighborhood in Brooklyn called Greenpoint, and Greenpoint is Polish as fuck. Every time I left Greenpoint to come to work, I felt like I should be getting my passport stamped, like Warsaw to Manhattan. Greenpoint is so Polish, I couldn't find soy sauce in the local grocery store, like I'd go down the road. So it was really startling to me when I walked around Greenpoint and I'd see these kids that kind of look like you, handsome, blonde hair, blue-eyed kids wearing the pants with, you know, crotch down here. Not you, no, you're, no, you've got skinny jeans on, I might be a little jealous. Yours look a bit better than mine, don't stand up near me, okay? Wait. But these kids would be walking around and they're like standing on street corners and you'd see them gesticulating madly like there's some Lil Wayne rap video shoot going on, like you see this shit. And then you walk up and they're doing it in Polish. Like, do they even have black people where you're from? Like, somebody mentioned we're everywhere, but we ain't there. Because it's cold. One of the things about Greenpoint that I found kind of interesting, my landlord was, so my landlord had a Puerto Rican thing as well, except that she thought she was Puerto Rican. She wasn't. She's Polish. But she, a little bit of mistaken identity for herself. But she used to wear, like those clothes, you see those mannequins on the street when you walk through certain neighborhoods, the one that have like the ass that does this, you know, when they're always like up on their toes. So she'd wear clothes that were clearly ripped off from those mannequins. She spoke to everybody in Spanish, and she dyed her hair this sort of eye-watering shade of magenta, because apparently that's what you do. She actually really liked me when I first moved in. She was always like, yo, what's up? ¿Cómo estás? My sister. And then she found out that I didn't speak Spanish, and all of a sudden, I became that puta that lives on the 3rd floor. She thought that I was having an affair with her husband. Now, let me be clear on one thing. I realize that I am not necessarily bagging dick like a supermodel. I get that. However, I do have standards. And for one thing, her husband was this tiny little man. He was, I don't know, 5'2", 110 pounds soaking wet. Now, I'm a fat girl that can't date a man that's smaller than me, because if I can snap you in half, we are not fucking. We're not happening. Just not gonna, you need to be bigger than my calf to see all of this naked. And this guy, he had his teeth. His teeth are amazing. They look like yellow, black, and white macrame, like. And he was drunk the entire 2 years that I lived in his apartment. So every time I saw him, he was like raving in an imaginary breeze, like at 2 in the afternoon. But she thought I was having an affair with him. And I caught her one day downstairs in the lobby of our building. She was telling somebody, she was like, hey, you know that puta on the 3rd floor? She's fucking my husband. And I had to lean over the balcony and I was like, no bitch, I have batteries. In my neighborhood, there's an Amish supermarket, and when I walk into the Amish market, I often look like a freckle, because let's be honest, black Amish people, not today. And I went shopping in there one day, and this guy was standing in there, and he was good looking, right? Like tall, broad-shouldered, looked like Superman, chiseled jaw, kind of like you. Are you underage? Or just young? Young works. That works. But yeah, so I'm walking around the supermarket and I see him in like 3 different departments. Oh, you're with him? Don't worry, I'm not gonna steal your man. It's a joke. Don't worry, you're good. I mean, really, look at us. We're good. But I'm walking around the grocery store and this dude is there and he's following me around a little bit and I'm thinking, okay, he's clearly checking me out because I have a fat ego. And I'm also wearing the I gave up on life top knot and the I haven't done laundry in 2 weeks sweatpants. And so clearly he's checking me out because I've got my sexy on, right? Yeah. So I get up to the meat counter and dude is still there. And I look over at him and he's wearing his windbreaker. But it's not like North Face or REI. Like, it's more like DEA, right? He's I love your laugh. The guy's like store security and he's been following me. And so, you know, when I get followed or profiled, I have to admit, I get a little bit asinine. I get a lot asinine. But I might have walked over to him, got my inner Beyonce on, handed him my shopping basket and said, if you really want to know what I'm putting in there, you carry it. Thanks very much.